The tool will represent me. For example, if in the market you have to buy or sell, etc., this system will clearly tell you about it. And here you're not investing with me. You're buying shares and investing with the government, not with me. Please understand that.
But it's in your guidance only that we're
Guidance. That's the reason why I told you, educate yourself and verify it yourself. Okay? Why should I verify? Just to get the confidence that how much you have understood this business. Do you trust the business? You're investing with the government. It's not about me. Otherwise also, people invest by hearing experts' advice. Correct? If you lose money with them, you'll ask the same question. What will they say about it? Can't help it, it's the market, can't predict, and they'll escape. We can't escape. It has to happen. It has to happen. There are thousands of them in the dynamic system. Professionals are using this. We have IPS officers as our members. Yes, IPS officers, IAS officers. There are doctors, engineers. There are chartered accountants also. They mostly know about the market. They have also invested. See, beginners like you should not get carried away because all these people have joined. You should first trust yourself. Correct, I've gone to the correct place. I am getting the correct guidance. From here onwards, I can achieve whatever I want. But to learn, to educate myself, I'm paying this 5,000 rupees as a fee only. If I want to know everything, then you should proceed. Otherwise, you will also learn what not to do and what to do in your lifetime. What not to do is more important. With this 5,000 as a fee, I have learned that this doesn't work for me at all. That's it. Actually, you should not give your money to anyone. Your grip, your money should be with you only.
Can we borrow money and invest in this business?
You see, actually borrowing money on interest is the first mistake. The second mistake is to borrow money and invest in a new venture. Why do you want to make the first mistake itself? Start with whatever small amount possible. Later, when you get the confidence, decide whether you want to borrow money, invest more, etc. But please, till that time, do not borrow money for starting this business. See, that's because when you borrow, what will be your next question? To pay my next interest, will I get constant income every month? That's what you'll ask. And if I say for at least 2 years, do not expect any income. Even if you earn good money, do not take it out. Think this way, for 1 year, you're investing 5,000 or 10,000 and forget it for 1 year. 1 year, just forget it. Only then you can achieve something big. You can see some good profits, good profits. See, instead of saying, I have borrowed money now, I have to pay interest every month, you'll be struggling repaying the interest every month. You can't do it. Correct. The result would be stress. Then there are chances that you cross my guidelines also. And when other people start saying, hey, can you earn this much every day? Why are you listening to them? Like this, many people have lost money in the market. And when they say all this, you'll think, oh, I'm not able to pay my interest, so let me try what they say. They'll get you in their confidence and finish your money around 10,000 within a day. Then what will you do? Tell me. 10,000 rupees. What about your interest? Next what? So don't be dependent on anybody. Even if you want to borrow, you can borrow, but on one condition, that for 1 year, you need not return the money to the market. For the money you borrowed, you would be responsible. Do not hold the market responsible for it. See, do not hold the market responsible for it and don't talk wrong things about the market. So is the market wrong or we are wrong? That is not doing anything. That is normal as it is. We are making the mistakes. If we are not making the correct decisions, then why are we blaming the market for it? We were speaking about this. Luck. See, these words like luck are used only to cover up our mistakes. See, if you ask me, actually, market is God for me. It's God. See, if you come to my house, you will not find any photo or idol of a God. It's not there. For me, whatever is doing good, feeding me, giving me happiness, that is God for me. Everyone prays for these things, right? So I better go behind the God who's giving me all these things. So I've continued worshipping God who's giving me today. Stock market is God. This is like live God for me. You can see him. Rest are all in photos which you cannot see. I have gone behind the God whom I can see. See, for people who have a bad mouth, for example, if I tell you, "Oi, what will you do?"
Hit back?
You hit back. Correct. You do the same thing to God. What will happen? Oh, so you think this way about me, huh? Let me show you, huh? So this is what happens in the market also. Many people are going through it.
So, according to you, there's no immediate returns as such here.
Immediate
At least
returns.
we need to wait for a year or so.
Immediate returns are also there, but you need to learn.
Oh,
Learning. You have done your D Pharma, right?
correct.
How many years you spent on D Pharma?
3 years.
3 years. So to do your D Pharma, what was your qualification?
SSC at that time?
For that, how many years you spent?
10 years.
So before 10 years, did you have any education?
Basic at home.
Basic education. So if you hadn't done your basics, you couldn't have come to SSLC, correct? Without SSLC, you couldn't have done your D Pharma. Why D Pharma?
To do all these things.
What?
For completion of D Pharma, I had to do all this basic education.
Basics was required. Why did you do D Pharma?
To become successful, I chose this path.
Okay, now how much are you earning each month?
Nearly 1 lakh.
1 lakh you earn. With how many years of effort?
Almost 20 years.
How much have you invested on your education?
Lakhs together.
For your medical, your pharmacy, how much have you spent? How many
lakhs again.
Okay, per month, what's your return you're getting?
Less.
So what are you doing here?
Just the investment.
Do you need
I
to
guess
spend
nothing
years
else.
educating? Just 2 to 3 days, I said.
Correct.
Correct.
Sure.
And then how much was your investment? You have spent 10 to 15 years. For that, how much have you spent? That much is not required here. See, to earn 50,000 to 1 lakh, in your education, I feel you've spent at least around 10 lakhs. Isn't that right? From your schooling onwards.
Correct.
From kindergarten to D Pharma. After that, how much have you spent? Some lakhs. So, for here, 2 to 3 days, spend 50,000. What's the problem? What is your problem? To learn. After 2 to 3 days of learning, probably you would not be interested in going ahead with the highest level in your pharma field, the manufacturing unit. So to reach there, can't you just spend 2 to 3 days for learning? You should spend 1 year according to me. Learn for 2 to 3 days and just spend 1 year on the time. And 30 minutes a day. Not the whole day as you have done in school. Half an hour every day. After you've done all your daily work, just half an hour. If you want to reach there, why not just do this?
After speaking to you, I'm really tempted to put my money in the market.
No, actually, you should not get tempted. First, verify